Good morning, chronic illness and disability warriors. Burgundy coming to you from Alberta, Canada. And I am coming to you once again from my bedroom, specifically my bed, particularly because I've got beautiful sun that comes in the window. And that correlates with what I wanted to discuss today. I am very interested in finding out, and I've done some research on vitamin D deficiency and how it affects chronic illness or vice versa. So what I have found out is that chronic illness and vitamin D deficiency has a whole list of signs and symptoms, specifically can be correlated to vitamin D deficiency. The first one being that vitamin D, because it plays a crucial role in immune function, you can end up having a whole lot of illnesses, strange colds, flu, general malaise, based on not getting enough vitamin D. I didn't know that. That was one of the things that I found out this morning, or in the last couple of weeks doing my research. In my research, I was able to find, I went to Stats Canada and found that their updated information on vitamin D deficiency and chronic illness hasn't been updated since 2019. So I thought I'll leave that out for now until they can update that. I try and follow Stats Canada at least once a week. I check in and find out what's going on in the world of chronic illness and disability. And like I said, they haven't updated anything about chronic illness and vitamin D deficiency since 2019. So I will keep researching that and keep my ears and eyes open for that information. But until then, I'd like to just discuss the different signs and symptoms that you could possibly expect from a vitamin D deficiency. The biggest one and most noticeable one for me, as well as many, many people I know, is fatigue. Fatigue, particularly even after you've had a good rest. You wake up tired and continue to be tired throughout the day. That is often a sign of a vitamin D deficiency. The next one is that because vitamin D deficiency helps calcium absorption, you actually may end up feeling, and again, I didn't notice this or didn't know about the correlation until I did my research, that a lot of people with bone pain and muscle pain, I never really thought about that muscle pain from a lack of calcium absorption. The bone pain, as well as a possibility of brittle bones or osteoporosis and fractures, breaking of bones frequently, as we hear about in old age, is actually a sign of vitamin D deficiency. What else I found out was that along with it affecting your immune system, it actually can delay wound healing. So if you notice that when you have not been getting your sunlight, your vitamin D, and bruises and little cuts and stuff are taking a long time to heal, it might be a vitamin D deficiency. So that's something you might want to get checked out. As well as, in something I did know about, is depression, mood changes, something called SAD, seasonal affective disorder, is something very common that we hear about a lot in Canada, which is really unfortunate because so many people struggle with depression just during the winter months, during our months of no sun. And I've always noticed that my mood changes drastically right around my birthday, which is March 30th. During that season when all of the snow is melting and it's looking kind of ugly outside with all the snow melting, you find all of the stuff that was hidden underneath the snow. I've always noticed that my mood drastically changes. I get a lot more energy, and it feels like all my aches and pains seem to dissipate, or at least get a little bit better. So if that is something that you are noticing, you might want to again get checked. The best way to do that is to get a blood test done. You can ask for a vitamin D specific test. And the other one I did not know about, and I've always kind of noticed it, is hair loss. I didn't realize that all kinds of hair loss is really affected by vitamin D deficiency. And because I've become so interested and curious about that, I actually have reached out to one of my best friends, Carrie, she has her own channel at Hairwire. I'd love you to check her out. She is a wonderful, wonderful person, but she knows all about trichology. So working with the scalp and working with, well, she's just a very informed lady. So watch her videos. The other reason that I was interested in talking about vitamin D and the sun is because I started making sun catchers. And I will be posting those on my channel, on my Etsy store today. I'm just getting good pictures. I've made a whole bunch of, I think I've got 27 different sun catchers. So the different crystals that pick up the sunlight and show the prisms. And I thought, what a great introduction to vitamin D. Of course, my kids thought it was quite fun coming in my room yesterday. The sun was coming in and I had all of my sun catchers hanging up and I had all of the rainbows showing up in my room, which is great. And I've got some good pictures, but unfortunately my window is really, really dirty. So please excuse my dirty windows. Unfortunately, I'm not able to get out and get them clean. But I am again coming to you from Unstoppable Spirit Creations, and I am here to educate and advocate for chronic illness disability.